Hey everyone, today we're diving deep into AsterNOS-VPP. It's an open source router OS that's built to give you some serious performance, but without locking you into one of those pricey proprietary systems. So let's see how they pull it off. So if you're in the networking world, I bet this sounds familiar, right? You need the raw, unadulterated power of a high-end router, but you also crave the freedom and flexibility that only open source can give you. The big question has always been, how do you get both of those things without making a massive compromise somewhere?
So in this explainer, here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the big challenge that modern networks are facing. Then we'll see how AsterNOS-VPP steps in to solve it. We'll get into its key features and performance. And finally, we'll look at how you can actually get your hands on it. All right, so let's kick things off by framing the core problem that a solution like AsterNOS-VPP is really built to solve. It all boils down to this fundamental trade-off that's existed in networking for years.
See, on one hand, you've got your legacy routers, and don't get me wrong, they're performance beasts, but they're also these closed proprietary black boxes that lock you into a single vendor and, come with a pretty hefty price tag. Then, on the other hand, you have all these amazing open source options. They give you incredible flexibility, but let's be honest, managing them can get complex, and more often than not, performance can become a real, serious bottleneck. And this, right here, is exactly where AsterNOS-VPP comes into the picture. It was literally engineered to bridge that gap, aiming to give you the best of both worlds, the raw speed of proprietary systems with the amazing flexibility of open source. So what is it, really? Well, in a nutshell, AsterNOS-VPP is a SONiC-based routing OS. It takes SONiC, which is a super powerful and widely used network OS for its control plane, and then fuses it with something called VPP, that's vector packet processing, for a software-defined, crazy fast data plane. This diagram really helps break it down. Up top, you've got your normal management tools. Below that, SONiC is handling the control plane. You can think of that as the brain of the whole operation. Then down at the bottom, VPP acts as the super high-speed data plane, or the engine. Now, the real magic, the secret sauce, is this custom library called libsci-VPP. It basically acts as a translator, letting SONiC's brain perfectly command VPP's engine. It's a really slick design. I mean, this quote just says it all, right? You're getting the smart, robust network management of SONiC, and you're combining it with the raw, packet-pushing muscle of VPP. It is an incredibly powerful combination. Okay, so that's the architecture. But how does all this clever engineering translate into features that you can actually use to run your network? Let's take a look. And that's just one piece of the puzzle. The feature set here is incredibly deep. We're talking about full line rate L3 routing that can handle the entire internet's roadmap. That's full BGP tables with up to 2 million routes. It supports secure tunnels with both the classic IPsec and the more modern WireGuard. You get advanced NAT capabilities, including carrier-grade NAT for those huge, large-scale deployments. It even has full PPPoE support for broadband and super fine-grained access control lists for locking down security. This also shows its commitment to the modern way of doing things. I mean, AsterNOS-VPP is built from the ground up for NetDevOps. It's got full support for automation tools like Ansible, and it offers this rich set of APIs and exports telemetry data directly into tools like Prometheus and Grafana. That gives you incredible visibility into exactly what's happening on your network. Of course, as we all know, powerful software is only half the battle. It really needs the right hardware to shine. So let's look at how AsterNOS-VPP is optimized for some serious performance. Now, while the software itself is flexible, it's really truly optimized to run on purpose-built hardware. AsterNOS-VPP comes preloaded on Asterfusion's ET series routers, like the ET2500 and the ET3600. And these are not just standard servers. They're powered by Marvell's Octeon 10 DPUs, specifically the CN10-2 and CN10-3 chips, which are literally designed for this kind of high-throughput packet processing. But here is the really crucial point. It's flexibility. Yes, it's absolutely optimized for those Asterfusion appliances, but true to its open-source heart, you are not locked in. You can deploy this on your own bare metal servers, whether they're x86 or ARM, as long as you have a DPDK-supported network card. You can even run it virtualized on KVM or VMware. The choice is yours. So, if you're interested, you're probably asking, okay, this sounds great. How do I get my hands on AsterNOS-VPP? Let's break down the options. The business model here is refreshingly clear and straightforward. First, there's a free version. It has a great set of core features like BGP and IPsec, and you can download it and run it on any x86 machine to try it out. Then there's the commercial tier, which adds advanced features like MPLS, WireGuard, and CGNAT for a one-time license fee. And finally, the enterprise tier bundles the full-featured software with that optimized Asterfusion hardware for a complete turnkey solution.
And when you get a paid license, it's not some annoying monthly subscription. It's a perpetual, lifetime license for the software. Your first year of updates and technical support is included. You get major feature releases every quarter, plus frequent patches and fixes. And after that first year, you can keep getting full support and all the new updates for a pretty small annual renewal fee. So it all comes back to that first question, doesn't it? Are you ready to stop making that trade-off between performance and flexibility? Because AsterNOS-VPP really does present a compelling case for getting both, all wrapped up in a single enterprise-ready package.